All right, we have a box here, just in. It is very light. I'm not sure what this is. Let's see what we got. All right, something is taped inside of the box, nice and securely. What do we have here? Ah, excellent. Now I know what this is. Thank you so much to the seller who made this available. This is the new Oz Machine Company Little John V2 pen. So these just came out, and I really it caught my eye when they did this Stonewash finish. Really wanted to check this out. So they no longer are doing a turn on the finishing. They feel like this is good enough traction. And so a little bit of a different finish here than these, than the version 1s. I'll grab one of those too, just to compare. Sorry, I didn't already have it out. Didn't know that this is what was coming here. I think this one is a satin version 1. Yeah, great. They do some pretty fun, I think his wife, I forget her name, Jenna, I think it is, does these finishes. But let's take a look. So on these version 1s, you'll see, let me see if I can get a good zoom here. They did like a textured turn on there. Not sure if you can hear that, but hopefully you can see it. Let me grab a little more light in here. I just realized I don't have great lighting in the room. This new version, it's not only a stone-washed one, because they did also do a satin one, but they don't have the turn on there. They've decided to be simpler and a little smoother and more refined, to just have the Oz Machine Company milling as the traction, which I agree. I think it's a nice idea. It's kind of cool to have one of these original versions too, of course. You know, I'm all about the original and the early versions of stuff if you watch the channel. But this is really cool also. So not a huge update here, just a little bit of a finish difference on the Oz Machine Company pen. Feels good in hand. These are very small, so they're not for everyone. I personally prefer a slightly larger pen to this. If it was this size, I would be thrilled with it. But I do like what they're doing here. It's very light, but for me, this smooth precision is just a little better size for my hand. I have, you know, typical kind of XL American male hands, and yeah, this one just fits it a little better, so it doesn't feel like it's going to kind of slip into my hand. This guy just, it is pretty darn small. I guess it doesn't really feel like it's going to slip. Maybe it's just how thin it is, how narrow it is just a little narrow for me, personally. Now, for an everyday carry, pen in a pinch, that's a big part of why I like these, because you could carry this very easily and not notice it in your pocket. It's really nice for that. So I think for that, this is excellent. But for my daily usage, it's just a little on that thin side, and nothing's changed there. So I'd love to see Oz come up with two things. One, I'd love to see if they can do something like Smooth Precision to integrate the bolt and the pocket clip, because I think when you do that, it gives you a lot more room to put on your hand. On these small pens, that is all colliding right with where you want to put your hand, so you can't hold this here comfortably, here comfortably, here comfortably. You have to have it in this one exact spot. Same thing with the tactile pens. This gives me 270 degrees basically of space that I can, you know, about 180 it looks like degrees of space that I can land the pen in comfortably right. So pretty big fan of this idea of the integrated pocket clip. Now, it's not as deep carry. That is one of the drawbacks of that pocket clip, but they did just come up with a model, I think, that made this deep carry somehow. I can't remember exactly how they did it. But the advantage of this pen is it is deeper carry. So I guess for that sake, you just kind of, if they just make it a little wider, just 10 to 20 centimeters longer and a little wider, call it the medium John or something, would be more ideal for me. But for light carry, another beautiful example for the super light carry category for pens from Oz Machine Company. So all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.